Hi guys, how's it going? Last week of distance learning, I know, really exciting. Been weird. It's been a weird go, eh? But yeah, let's just finish her up. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Marks for me are due soon, so if you guys want to get those marks up, this is your last chance, really. Besides that, yeah, I don't know. Then it'll be time to enjoy your summer. I don't know how different it's gonna feel because I know some of the restrictions have been lifted, but still not 100%. Still not the best. So hopefully this is done with soon. But yeah, no, really good. So let's go. Let's. I just want to let you guys know I'm not feeling 100%. I think I have strep throat actually, so not fun. But yeah, let's get this done. This actually won't take very long. So what I'm gonna do is today, as I said, we're gonna be solving triangles, but we have to determine which one we're using. I'm not telling you if we're using sine, cos, or tan. And then tomorrow's note will be word problems. Okay? Alrighty. So, trig ratios. What does SO stand for? Oh. So, remember the S is sine. O is always opposite. And H is the hypotenuse. So remember whatever one's listed first two out of this O and the H, that's on top, okay? This is the one that's on top. So it's going to be sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Okay? So it's the same for the next two, except the letters are slightly different. Cos, this means adjacent. That's what my A means. And hypotenuse we already looked at. So it's going to be cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay? Last but not least, tan on arm. Tan is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Okay? So tan theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Okay? So those are the three ratios that you're going to need to know to solve for these triangles. So, okay. So again, remember SOHCAHTOA. So what we're going to do, the steps when we solve for these is we're going to make the triangle. Sometimes it's not always needed. That's what it says there, because as you can see in this first question, the triangle's already actually there. So you don't need to do it again. Label the sides. So that means label the hypotenuse, the opposite, and the adjacent side. Remember, it's always with respect to the angle in question. With respect to the angle. Determine what needs to be found. So then we're going to find out the right trig ratio and then solve for the unknown. Okay? So, first step, make a right angled triangle. It's already there, so we're actually just going to cross it out, okay? We don't even need that. Label the sides of the triangle. Okay, so here's our angle of question. So that means this is my hypotenuse. This is my opposite. And this is my adjacent. Determine what needs to be found. Okay. So what needs to be found? Well, as we can see, here's my x. So this is what we're looking for. So it says write out the trig ratio to be used. Okay, so what we're going to do, now this is how I like setting it up, is we do SOHCAHTOA. Okay, that's what we have. Those are our three ratios, sorry. So what are we looking for? Well, if this is our angle, we know we're looking for our opposite. So that means we're looking for this guy or this guy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this, just so separate it. We know we need to look for our opposite. That means we're either using sine or tan. So I'm going to cross out cos, because we're not going to be using that one, because cos doesn't deal with opposite. What else do we have? We have our adjacent. Well, that's here. So that means we're using tan. Okay? So I'm going to write out my equation. Tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. So, tan, what's my angle? 37. What's my opposite? That's what we're solving for. It's my adjacent. 8. Okay, so in this case, we're going to use our fish. Remember, this is over 1. So we've got x is equal to 8 times tan 37 divided by 1. Oh, I have to get my calculator up. Ah, it's already up. Sweet. 8 times tan 37, 6.02. So is it units? Nope, no units. There we go. Or we could just say 6. So we found it. See, that wasn't too bad, was it? Okay, so same idea. I'm just not going to use as many colors. Oh, I solved using the same color. Oops, sorry, guys. Okay, so same idea, guys. I'm going to go through it again. I'm just not going to use so many colors this time. Let's get a nice purple color. Okay, so here's our angle of interest. So let's label our sides accordingly. This side, the way that it's angled, the triangle, it's kind of weird. So just be careful on how you label it. This is one that's opposite. This guy's touching it, so it means it's adjacent. And here, oh my gosh, I lied to you. This is opposite. If you guys are like, no, Miss B, that's the hypotenuse. You were right. Okay, hypotenuse. So, again, I'm going to set up my SOHCAHTOA. Okay, what are we looking for? We're looking for the opposite again. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of cos. What else do we have? I have the hypotenuse. So I'm going to get rid of tan. And that means I'm using sine. Okay, my opposite is x. My hypotenuse is 32. We're going to set up the fish again. Oops. (32 times sine 65 divided by 1, but whenever it's divided by 1, it's always the same thing. So we're going to do 32 times sine, what was it? 65, 29. X is equal to 29. No units. That's good enough. Okay. Okay. Let's keep her going. Here's my angle of interest. Here's my hypotenuse, opposite, adjacent. Okay, let's figure out which one we need to use. Okay, so I need my hypotenuse. That's what we're solving for. So I'm going to be either using sine or cos. So see you later, tan. And I have my adjacent. That means I'm using cos. So cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So cos 47 is equal to 4 over x. Again, because I'm solving for a side, I can use my fish. So again, I'm going to start with the one that's opposite the x. So 4 times 1 divided by cos 47. Just remember, this is over 1. So, oh no. Hopefully those are the same colors. So it'll be 4 times 1, right? So we go here. And then divide by cos 47. I know that number's not, the color's not the same, but whatever. So 4 times 1 is always going to be 4, so I'm just going to skip that. 4 divided by cos 47. 5.86, so we can just say 5.9. Okay. There's your angle of interest. That means this is my hypotenuse, this is my adjacent, and this is my opposite. So Katoa. Okay, what do we have? We are looking for an angle. So what sides do we have? We have our adjacent. So that means we're either using cos or tan. So I'm going to get rid of the sine. Let's have my hypotenuse, which is cos. So I'm going to get rid of that. So I'm going to set up cos is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. We don't know our angles. So cos theta is equal to 5 over 11. So I'm going to do 5 divided by 11. So 0.45454545. Cos theta is 0.4545. Okay? So remember, because we need to solve for theta, I need to get rid of this. How do I get rid of that? Well, cos to the minus 1. Okay, cos to the minus 1, 0.454545, so $62.967, or if we round that up, it would be 63. So theta is equal to 63 degrees. Not too bad, eh? Look, we're almost done. If you guys want to go from here, pause it, and then solve yourself, see if you get it right. I highly recommend it. Yeah, besides that, the stuff is pretty straightforward. So what do we got? We got our hypotenuse, and we got our, this is opposite, and this is adjacent. Again, at this point, if you feel that you don't need to write this, all the ratios out, that's okay, that's fine, obviously. Less work for you. So we're solving for an angle again. We have our hypotenuse. So see you later, Dan. We have our opposite. So see you later, cos. I just said see you later, cos, and I was going to write cos. Oh my goodness. Sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So we're solving for our angle. Opposite is 7. Hypotenuse is 9. So I'm going to do this guy first. I'm going to do 0.7777 8. Now we have to do inverse sine. So sine of the minus 1. $51. So the angle is 51 degrees. Alrighty, 2 more. Nice and short today. That's my adjacent. That's my opposite. That's my hypotenuse. As you can see, there's no hypotenuse, so right away you should know what it is. So no hypotenuse, as in we don't need one, so I would get rid of that and that. That means we're using tan. Is equal to opposite over adjacent. So tan theta is equal to 1.875. Oops. 61.9, or we can just say 62. Okay, for this last one, guys, it's just, it says write all the ratios, so you don't even actually have to solve. So what I mean by that is what we're going to do is we're writing ratios for sine, cos, and tan. So here's our respective angle that I've highlighted. We're going to do sine theta is equal to, we know it's opposite over hypotenuse. So let's label it. Here's our hypotenuse. Here's our angle, so that means this is my adjacent. This is my opposite. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. That means it's sine theta is equal to 5 over 9. That's it. That's all I have to do. I'm going to do cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. What's my adjacent? It's 7. What's my hypotenuse? It's 9. And that's it. Last but not least, opposite over adjacent. Opposite's 5, adjacent is 7. So, as you guys can see, we could solve for that angle, and it doesn't matter which ratio we use for this one because we have all the sides. Not too bad, eh? So that's it. Practice, practice, practice. And yeah, let me know if you need any help. See you later.